Okay, so for this question, right, we will be having an ambiguous case for sine rule. So only for sine rule, there's an ambiguous case. So cosine rule, there's no ambiguous case. So for sine rule, right, why is there an ambiguous case? Because the angle can be acute or obtuse. So there are exam questions where students are cheated by this part. So they didn't realize that sometimes the angle has to be obtuse. Okay, so there was an O-level question that cheat most of the student on this, and it affect the rest of the question. Okay, so you got to start drawing first before you can realize why is that so. So here, right, I'm gonna start drawing for you. So if you draw the 15, you'll be something like this. So if you draw the 15, it will be something like this. And then you will have an angle 40. Okay, so there is this 12 centimeter here. So for this 12 centimeter, right? Okay, if you go and construct the 12 centimeter, the compass can swing something like this. You know the construction, the compass thing. So Frederick, if you're not so sure why is there an ambiguous case, right? You can look here. Isaac, if you already completed 17, example 17, right? There's this ambiguous case here. So if you do a construction on the 12 centimeter, your construction can cut like this, meaning that the coordinate C can be here or here. And because of this, you actually get two triangles. So you can get one that look like this. You can get one triangle that look like this. Or you can get another triangle to look like this, but the measurement doesn't change. So this is the C2 here. So this is the C1 here. So the red color one is the compass construction. So if you do the compass construction, it may cut two possible position for C. The dimension is exactly the same. If you look at the first triangle here and the second triangle here, the measurement doesn't change at all. So that's why I got two possible triangles. Because of the two possible triangles, the angle here will be ACB can be obtuse. I don't know what happened. Okay, so for the first situation, your ACB is an obtuse angle. For the second situation, your ACB is an acute angle. So that is the difference. So if you are not sure, if the diagram is not presented to you, you got to present both. But usually in exam, right, the diagram will show. The diagram will show you that the angle is obtuse, or the question will tell you that they want the obtuse angle. So Isaac, if you have done this right, I believe your ACB is an acute angle. Okay, so it doesn't matter, you can just do your sine rule as per normal first. So you do your sine rule as per normal. You will get your acute angle. So the reason why there is an ambiguity is because we can have the same dimension, but the triangle look a little bit different due to the construction. That happens when you got two length and one angle. But you don't have to worry so much about this. Usually the diagram might show, or the question will tell you. So if you go and perform the sine rule here, okay, did I write wrongly? Okay. Okay, remember to do the sine inverse, you will get a 53 degree. So this is the acute version. So if you would like the obtuse angle ACB, you just need to do one step more. So the ambiguous case is just that you will just need to do one more step. So it can be acute or it can be obtuse. Okay, so because of this, right, you can, so if this is 126.5, and then this one is a 53.5. So because of this, it will affect your subsequent answer. So for the obtuse situation, you will get a different answer for BAC. So your BAC will also be different because your ACB can either be acute or obtuse. Okay, so Isaac, please take notes on this one. Ethan, just let me know you can hear me first. So Ethan, we are doing the sine rule. We're just doing like one last example on sine rule. And then we are going on to cosine rule. I think you join in just to recap first. So for part 2, right, there will be two possible answers. So you can do your own angle sum of triangle. So if you do your own angle sum of triangle, you actually get a different answer for part 2 as well. It only happened for sine rule. So just know that in sine rule, right, your answer can be obtuse angle as well. And then because of this, your BC can also be different. So because of this, your BC can also be different. With the diagram, it's easier to tell. So if you got two possible diagrams, but the angles look a bit different. So, but I think you will get the same angle. Is it the same? I can't remember. So go and work it out. So that is the ambiguity that can happen. So for sine rule, when there's this ambiguity, it's only the difference between acute and obtuse angle. So this one you will get the 4.35. You can check. Did you get the 4.35 here? And then in this case, you will get a 18.6. So because there's two cases, everything will have like two possible answers. So I repeat, that only apply for sine rule, and then that only apply when you got two length and one angle. And the angle is not included usually.